Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever time it is when you're watching this. This is a mini sales training, a mini sales training. So if you're here, let me know that you're here so I can greet you. I decided that I was going to do this because it just happened. And I am constantly, hey, the love cheerleader. Hey, Hector. I am constantly, hey, Harold. I am constantly paying attention to sales. I am a salesperson at heart. This is what I do. Like in the most basic thing, I am a sales person. I love sales. So everywhere that I go with every single interaction, I am paying attention to where they lost a sale, where they could have upsold, where they didn't care. I know exactly when a salesperson does not make commission because they don't care. If they're there on an hourly rate, then they don't really care. And I had yesterday, I'm going to start with this because there's some people watching who are in car sales and there's some people watching who are in real estate. Understand this. Today's consumer is very busy. So when you get a lead, okay, yesterday I went online. Listen to this. When somebody goes online and they enter their information in a lead generation thing like, do you want to go back to school? Are you looking for a job? When someone enters the information to get pre qualified for a vehicle loan, when someone enters their information because they're looking at it, when someone takes the time in today's busy world to fill out a lead capture form, they are not just interested, they want that thing. If you lead in life with high end sales, right? If you sell anything that requires financing, that's a high end sale. Even if you're selling Kia vehicles, it's still a high end sale because most people are going to need financing to get it. So if you sell anything that has commas in it, you are dealing in high end sales. So the person who wants a high end product took out of their busy day to go enter the information in a lead capture form. I did that yesterday. I was shopping around for car insurance, just shopping around for car insurance. Let me know that you're here so I can greet you. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And immediately, I would say immediately, a young lady sent me a text that said, hey, I just emailed you a quote. This is so and so from Allstate. I'm currently with State Farm. Okay, I'm going to break down this sale because I have clients who run multi-million dollar insurance brokerage firms. So I know that these girls are hourly and they make a certain type of bonus based on how, how many policies they sell. So the girl said, hey, check your email. I sent you a quote. I check my email and there's a quote there. I pull up my State Farm. Look, I'm talking to you as a consumer and also a sales trainer. Ask the consumer, look at all the trouble I'm going through just to see if I can switch companies. I pay my insurance every 6 months. I don't do monthly payments. Right. So my policy's paid up. It's not like I need to hurry up and get a new policy. I got 3 months left. Right. But I'm shopping for the right price. I'll pay a payment on a new policy, cancel my other one, and wait for them to refund me because that's how I roll. Right. So I look at the quote. It doesn't have uninsured or underinsured motorist. It doesn't have car rental. And immediately I said to myself, this must be a young person or a broke person who worked up this quote. Because if you saw that it was a CLS 450, then you would have known this vehicle probably has gap. This is a type of vehicle that it costs this much money. This person that owns this type of vehicle wants all these other coverages. So immediately I knew this person is doing what a lot of salespeople who are average and below average salespeople do. They sell from their own pocket. Like I wouldn't have money to buy that, so I'm not going to sell it, right? But your pocketbook doesn't belong in the sale, or a young person who doesn't know. Either way, I didn't reply. But they did send me another text. So I replied to that text. Nobody replied. This morning, somebody called me, but I've been busy. But they just called back. So here's how the conversation went. Hey, I'm so and so from Allstate. Yes, I saw the quote. I replied to the text message that you guys sent yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have access to that system. Okay, great. Well, the quote that you sent me is already high. Okay, so my every 6 months that I'm paying, it's like 16 something. It was 18 last year. It was like almost $1,700 for 6 months, right? So I said, hey, the quote that you sent me is pretty high already, and you didn't include uninsured or underinsured, and you didn't include rental. I said, I pay up my policy every 6 months, so it's not like I need to hurry up and get a policy, but I'm looking for something else. She said, well, I'll go ahead and notate here that you already have insurance, and I'll take you off of our call list. Thanks. Bye. What? This call could have gone, oh, wow. Thank you, Miss Hales, for sharing that you pay up your policy up for that 6 months. You know what that tells me? That tells me that you're a busy woman and that you have a lot of things to do, and paying your insurance monthly is not one of them. How amazing, because you qualify for a discount when you pay in full. And you know what? I'd love to, since you answered the phone, listen, we are busy. I am a busy person that runs a multiple six-figure business. I don't have time to answer the phone. I answered the phone because I want insurance. I'm shopping for insurance that may be more affordable, maybe a couple $100. I am literally shopping for insurance. I want it. I don't need it. Right? Again, when you deal with the high-end sales, these people don't need anything. They want it. So if they're coming into the dealership, they want a car. Every single time that I bought a car, I didn't need one. Every single time that I bought a car, I didn't need one. I literally said, I'm going in here. When I bought this Mercedes, I kept the Genesis that I had because I knew that I had so much equity that they weren't going to give me all that money in trade. So I kept that car, financed the new one. I took the hit on the interest rate on the new one because I wanted my son to have my car with all that equity in it. People who deal with the high-end sales, they want your thing. They don't need it. So these people dropped the ball once more. She could have said, thank you, Ms. Hales, for sharing that. Oh, I could tell you're a particular caliber person, somebody who values their time. You don't have time to pay insurance. You pay it in full every 6 months. You already know you're going to qualify for a great discount. If you give me just 2 minutes, I'm going to add those other things that you need on your policy, and we'll get you squared away. But she didn't do that. She said, oh, okay, you already have insurance. Bye. And so yesterday or Monday, and I don't care who you voted for because the facts are facts. Monday, President Trump signed some executive orders getting rid of equal employment opportunity and fair employment, diversity, inclusion, and equity, making it so that you have to prove that you earned that job or you will get let go, or they don't have any reason to keep you. So if you have a job like sales and you're not meeting the quotas and you're not meeting the revenue that this business is requiring, there is nothing in place anymore to protect your job because you're a woman, because you are a particular age, because you are disabled, because you are this. Like, he literally said, I want people to get jobs based on merit and the fact that you deserve this. If you have a job that your job description is selling and cross-selling products and you're not selling, what are you doing? I know that a lot of people go and get sales jobs because they think it's easy. And I think that if you go do a sales job, it's going to show you what you're made of. You're not going to need a therapist. You're not going to need any coaching program because sales is going to show you what you're made of. Sales is going to show you what you're made of. Let me see. I got some people that could be watching. Hey, Dr. Alex. I got people watching on Facebook. Y'all know that I go for the most bang for my buck. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm on YouTube right now, live on everything. So you should not give someone a quote based on your pocket, based on how your pocketbook looks. You should not show someone a car based on what your pocket looks. They want the thing. They came through your doors. They want the thing. It was very easy to close me. It was very easy to close me. It was very easy to close me. When I call car dealerships, when I buy a car, I don't want to talk to male salesmen. I don't want to talk to a man. I am a woman who started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I understand sales. Therefore, I am very intentional with my money and I want to give it to another woman. So every time I buy anything, whether it's furniture, for my bedroom, for my living room, anything that's commissioned, a house, a car, I always call. If I don't have a salesperson already, I call ahead and I specifically ask for, do you have a Hispanic woman on the floor? If they say they don't have a Hispanic woman, then I go, do you have a Black woman on the, do you have a woman of color? No, we don't. Do you have any women working there? No, we don't. Thank you. Bye. Click. I don't need to buy an Audi at that dealership. I don't need to buy a Corvette there. I don't need to buy that there. I am very intentional with my money. So I'm very, and when I call, I don't want to haggle some woman's commission. I don't want to do that. So I'll ask for the person, put her on the phone. Hey, my name is Linda Hales. I'm headed to your dealership right now. I'm looking at that Mercedes. It's been on the lot for almost 3 months. I know that you guys are about to send it to the auction. So here's what I want to do. I don't want to haggle. I don't want to come in there and negotiate back and forth with your floor manager. I don't want to do that, but I want to get the best price where you're happy and I'm happy. And I would like for it to be washed and clean because I want to come, I want to drive it, and I want to buy it today. That's how I buy vehicles, right? So I'm not trying to get in her pocket and like try to negotiate so much that she doesn't get a commission and she hates taking care of me, right? I respect another person in sales. I respect sales. I respect the hustle because the minute you say you want to make commission only, man, you're about to find out what you're made of. It's going to show you all your insecurities. It's going to show you where you're strong, where you're not. I respect another salesperson. You are losing sales for whatever damn reasons. You got all your self-worth and how you feel about all involved. This girl literally has been quoting me since yesterday. She didn't understand the client that she had in front of her. She didn't understand the needs of that client. And then she literally said, we'll take you off the list. She didn't even try to keep me and sell me. I don't know if you really get what I'm saying. The trouble that I had to go through to literally look it up online, to enter my information. When you're getting a quote for insurance, you have to enter more than your name and email. Your name, your email, your age, year and make and model of the car, what has happened in the last 3 years, did you get any ticket? Like, I took time out of my day to fill out this lead capture form. I wanted the service. And this girl dropped the ball on the sale. Why? Because she was scared. She was intimidated. She was immature. She didn't understand her client. Luckily, for most of you that are watching, you understand the client that you're trying to sell to. You understand that they're a particular person with a particular pain point, with a particular need. So when you understand who you're selling to, we need to remove your self-esteem out of it and how you feel about whatever, because that's just a skill issue. Sales is a skill. It has nothing to do with your self-worth or whatever. Like I always tell people, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Go get therapy for that. I'm asking you to do this, like do this and do this. Knowing how to respond, knowing what to say, understanding that people are people and understanding the kind of sale that you're making. Like I said, we're talking about a high-end sale. something that needs financing or something with a comma in it is a high-end sale. And it's 2025. And I know this for a fact because there are people in my program currently working with me who haven't made a sale so far in January. It is not because they don't know that they don't have an amazing service or product. It's because they truly haven't mastered sales yet. And that's what I do. So if you're watching me right now, if you're listening to me, I have a program called the Power Table. It's for women, it's not for men. If you're a man and you need help with sales, I might let you book a call with me and I might consider working with you. I work with women because I create safe spaces for women to be ourselves. Women deal with all sorts of stuff. You know, we're all life, we're moms, we're wives, we're all sorts of stuff, we're daughters, right? Currently, my mom's in the hospital. She's very, very, very sensitive in her health. And I still got to get up and do business and do a live stream and take my clients' calls and deal with their issues because they're also moms, they're also daughters, they're also wives, right? So if you are a woman who wants to master sales, I am not. If you've been following me for a long time or you've been following me for a little bit, I don't know, but I'm not a groupie coach, right? You won't find me in those groupie situations or in groupie Facebook groups. What I have is an amazing skill set, like Liam Neeson. I have a particular set of skills, and when I find you, I will transfer them to you. I won't kill you like Liam will kill you. I will transfer them to you because this is a transferable skill set. When you know how to make your own money, you will never be broke in your life. You can go sell anything. When you know how to step into your power, you can do that. Let me see who's watching right now. The real Evan Hales is my son. So, hey, you know what? Like everybody, if you're a parent and you're watching, everybody else will pay you to learn the skill set with you, and your kids will think like you're a damn clown or something. Like you ain't. I can't learn with you. You know, you're my mom. But I love my son. Thanks, Evan, for being here. Thank you for the hearts, Baba. If you are looking to master sales, if you are looking to make the kind of money that you haven't made in your business so far, literally making $100,000 in your service-based business is not hard. It's only hard for you because you haven't done it. Obviously, you have to be good at what you do. You can't just be selling smoke screens, right? And if you're just like talking down to people on the internet, or if you're like, that blows my mind. The other day I saw a post that said broke girl mindset, and it was talking about all these mindsets, and I'm like, that totally repelled me because I'm not a broke girl. When I was broke, I didn't consider myself a broke girl. Like, that's condescending. And I'm always wondering, like, how do you think you're going to get people to hire you? And you can be real as fuck. I'm real. I am super real. Okay. And I am not disrespectful. Now, you might feel bad when I, slap you with some truth, but I don't go on the internet to disrespect anyone. And so you're wondering why you're not making sales. Disrespecting your prospects is not the way to create leads for your business. There are people who have made I love you. I'm learning. I love you, Papa. There are people who have built an amazing brand, specifically men, those testosterone, I call them testosterone men that are super jacked and they have a lot of tattoos and they're always screaming. They have a particular demographic. And if their ideal audience is, men who need to get their life together, then they need to be spoken to that way. And most of their clients are people who've been to prison or have had a really rough life. They respond to that, but that's not the average person. And so I love you and I appreciate you. If you are feeling like, yo, Linda, I want to know about that. It's the first tier of that program is $1,000 a month, and it is a commitment for a year. So it's $12,000 for the year. It's $1,000 a month, and it's the this is the offer for this year. Like I've always taught this offer. It's been more expensive, and so I've created another tier so that every woman can say, yes, Linda, I can do this. There's no one. If you are selling a service with a comma in it, if you're selling a $4,000 service, a $5,000 service, a $10,000 service, there should be no reason why you shouldn't make at least one sale every month. There are ways to bring in that type of sale every month. There is absolutely no reason for you to go months and months and months and months without closing a sale. So if you want to dominate sales, if you want a mix of personal development, consciousness, and sales mastery, then hit me up in the DM. Let's talk about it. There's really not a lot to talk about. I'm just going to qualify and see, hey, do you qualify to be in this program with us? And then I'll send you a link and you can join us. And I'm excited to lead with this aspect, with this trifecta of personal development, consciousness, and sales mastery. If that's you, thank you so much for being here today. If you're a guy, thank you so much for sharing out this live stream. I love you, but you're not going to be in this mastermind with us. If you're a woman and you're in business and you're not making that kind of money, then go get a job, because you're going to need a type of money, a certain amount of funds to finance the dream that you're trying to kick off. If you are a service-based provider, somebody who makes money selling their information that's in their head and is transformative to others, and you're not making consistent sales, then go get a job while you learn to master the skill, because you need to be able to have some money to pay for coaching or whatever type of mentorship you need to get better. You're not going to figure this out on your own. If that were so, you would have done it already. And if you are watching, because I can't control who's watching, so I love you at whatever stage of your business that you're at. But if you're watching and you're saying stuff like, because I remember at a particular time in my life, I used to say this dumb shit. I used to say, why is it that they have to charge so much? If it's so amazing, why can't they just teach you? Well, that's why they have YouTube. Go to YouTube and get all the free whatever you can. Literally, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff you can implement free from YouTube. Do you know that a woman, this was so interesting, in 2022, she emailed me January of 2022. Yeah, January of 2022, that my post from October 21st, the previous year, October 21st, 2021, she sent me the link to my own post, and she said, Linda, when you wrote this post and you explained how we should educate our prospects into buying based from value and not cost. In that post, I was teaching that the average person has never really bought personal development. We're regular consumers who are used to buying items like a refrigerator or a phone or a calculator or a microwave. Like, these are goods that we buy, but we've never really bought personal development. We've never looked at a purchase as investing in ourselves. And literally, you can write off anything that you buy for yourself. So it is an asset, not a liability. It's an investment. And that's another conversation. But she took that post and she raised her offer. She was selling a course of teaching women how to flip homes in the wholesale industry, wholesale real estate. And she was selling it for 10K. And just based on that post and watching me and watching my client interviews, she got the nerves, the lady balls, to raise her price to $30,000. And that December, she made $80,000 in cash sales, cash collected, $80,000 in her bank account from reading my post on October 21st and implementing, giving herself 2 months of runway. And she said, Linda, I had to email you and tell you this because I know that this industry, we grow based on social proof. I have to give you a testimonial. This woman made $80,000 from my free content. So I'm telling you that because if you're a person that's like, what do they have to charge for teaching you? Go take your ass to YouTube or your favorite person that you follow. You can at least mimic something until you make your first couple of sales so you could pay somebody. Like you can emulate, you can model your favorite person that you're following that you love, but you've got to have something valuable to share. You can't just be selling, air. So if that's you, obviously my messaging and my offer is not for you, but there's a whole bunch of amazing information out there that you can go find out and make your first couple of sales. But if you're already in business, if you already have an offer that transforms, it's been proven, you have clients that have paid you in the past, and you just are having difficulty having consistent clients, then I'm your girl. Hit me up in the DM, whether you're watching on Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or on Facebook, and let's get you inside the power table. We're just getting started. If you keep doing what you were doing last year, you're definitely going to repeat it. And if it's January 22nd and you haven't made a sale, what are you doing? What are you doing? I love you. Thanks so much for being here, and talk to you soon. Bye.